huge honor for me. We're at the Greater New York Dental Meeting in Manhattan, and I just saw one of my idol role models, Alan Siegel, who's a dentist in Manchester, England, United Kingdom, Europe, and how many adjectives are there on that deal? But a lot of. I've always admired companies that were founded by real wet glove dentists. I mean, out here we have Dan Fisher started Ultradent, Bob Ibsen started Denmat. I've always thought that when dentists started a company, they saw firsthand that they were solving a real problem.
Yeah.
And so you are a dentist. You started. Tell. You're talking about 7,000 American dentists. Tell them your story. How did you go from a dentist to dental manufacturers? And this is your son,
Anthony,
and this is your model,
daughter Amy.
Your daughter Amy. And it's a family business.
It's family. My wife works with us as well.
And your wife works for him too?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell the viewers the whole story, the Alan Siegel story.
So I'm sat in my surgery one day, many years ago, and I'm thinking this is not accurate. I'm guessing at where the tooth position is for making dentures. And I'm going backwards and forwards in the patient's mouth. I'm scraping some wax off a bite rim, and I'm trying to get the right vertical dimension. There was no way of doing it. So from there, I measured a device, a little measuring device, for measuring the relationship of the incisal tip of the incisors to the papilla. And we did this in two directions, vertically and horizontally. I went to a little workshop, and they made something out of plastic. I took it back, and it worked. We then made another prototype, which cost me thousands of pounds because it was hand-carved, and it worked. And it paid for itself very quickly. I then went and patented the product, and before I knew it, we had it selling in Japan and America, and I thought, this is really exciting. It's like composing music, and people wanted to play it. And it's being sold all over the world. It's called the Alma Denture Gauge, and that's how it started. I'd done thousands of crowns and bridges and dentures.
The Alma Dental Gauge?
ALMA. Al for Alan, and MA for my wife, Marilyn, called Marilyn.
Really? MA's for what? Maryland?
MA. And that's where it came from.
Maryland?
Maryland. Not Maryland.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
Not Maryland. That's a state in this. Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. It's hard. The British accent is a little tough for my...
Yeah, we speak English.
Maryland.
Yeah.
So the Alma was from Allen, Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
So we developed the product, and it was selling, and I then went back to my surgery, and I saw something else, and I thought, this is dirty. We're using a 3-in-1 syringe. We're wiping it between patients. It's the best we could do at the time. But inside, it becomes contaminated, a little metal nozzle. We took it back to university. I tested it. We soiled it. We couldn't clean it. We couldn't prove it could be sterilized. So we devised a product called ProTip. And that's selling all over the world now. It's a disposable 3-in-1 syringe nozzle. We made little converters, little metal converters. We make them for over 30 dental units, Cavo and Siemens and Adek, Belmont. And you can fit it to any unit. And I thought, this is great. And I spent more and more time developing products. We then took an engineer in, and the company now selling in 65 countries. We have a whole range of products. We work with the largest companies in the world. We design, we innovate. If there's 100 products out there, we're not looking to be 101. What we want to do is leapfrog existing technology, improve technique, something that's cleaner, quicker, smarter, and sharper.
Now, you're still in Manchester?
I am.
Do you still have a dental office, a surgery?
No, I retired 3 or 4 years ago.
Now, I first ran into you or heard of you. You're his daughter that moved to California? Yeah, so I ran into your daughter before I ran into you. And
you should have stopped there.
I should have stopped there. So you're in America, in California?
Yeah, I'm based in Los Angeles.
And where are you based?
I'm in Manchester.
So you're back at home?
We're together in the office. He invents the ideas.
So you,
I find a way to
Maryland,
market and sell them.
And your son are in Manchester, and then your daughter went to California. So are you leading the American division of the team? Is that why you came to America?
I found my husband in America, so I moved out here. Got married recently.
And is your husband a dentist?
No.
Okay.
He's in cosmetics.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear it, but he's.
So tell him what you do then. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm kind of more in charge of the So, you know, over the years, Alan's come up with all these great inventions, but I would say for a period of time, the products were better than the sales and more marketing resource. So we're trying to catch up, and hang on to these innovations and bring them to the world.
And do you like to market and sell direct, or do you like to go through distributors like Patterson?
No, we believe fully in the distributor model. So everything we sell is through distributors.
And what way is that?
We just feel there's all these great distributors out there. They have excellent sales reps all over the place, and we feel we're better collaborating and working with other companies rather than trying to do everything ourselves. Inventing, developing, and producing products is difficult enough, and then if you're trying to look after the whole sales and marketing resource all by yourself as well, we feel let's work with others.
And how is your launching into America going?
So far, so good. We're getting our feelers out there and researching the US market, but there's a lot of potential.
It's a big market. I mean, a lot of international companies say 40% of their sales are just in the United States, where only 5% of the people live. So it is a huge market. What is your if you were talking to dentists out here in America right now who've never heard of Alan Siegel, and your company is Astek, what would be your top hottest products? I mean, what would you want them to?
Our four signature products are the ProTip, which I've mentioned to you. We make a disposable matrix band called Pro Matrix, completely disposable, so it can work with composite or composite, I think you call it here.
Well, in Canada, it's composite, but in America,
Okay.
it's composite.
Okay, well, whatever that material is, the white one, it works with amalgam. It works with small fillings and large fillings. Some of the sectional bands need lots of extra appliances. We worked out to do an MOD cavity. You need to put 8 things in the patient's mouth. So with ours, you just put one thing in, you tighten it. It can do mesial, distal, cusp replacements. So it's a one-stop shop. That's another product. So we've got ProTip, we've got the Matrix Band, and we've just launched a needle stick safety system in England called inSafe. We won Product of the Year award, Invention of the Year. We have over 20% of UK dentists now using that product. It's a phenomenal success.
So who's your dentist clinician product champion? Do you have one? Yourself?
I'm the guy who invents the product.
Do you still have access to a dental surgery?
Oh, of course. We still own dental surgeries.
But we put up 350 one-hour classes, and they've been viewed over 500,000 times.
Wow.
And you're a dentist. You should You should make a video of a real wet glove dentist showing what was the problem of the inspiration behind this. I know
Happy to do that.
I know that dentists they love dentist started companies. I mean, they Tulsa Dental Product was Ben Johnson in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who wanted an ITI file. I mean, dentists love dentist created.
Truthfully, I've always kept a low profile. I've let other people sell the product. I've never felt it was right for a dentist to be selling products to other dentists. It's another reason why we don't go from idea right through to sales to the dentist. We feel the larger companies go to exhibitions, they distribute, they've got analogous products to sell with our products, there's synergies there. So we've kept to our end.
I have this problem with every dentist because the only people that get to become dentists, you got to get A's in calculus, physics, geometry, trig.
No.
So it has a tendency to attract a lot of introvert, science, librarian, nerd geeks. And that's not the self-promoter style. Bob Ibsen, I mean, I think he turned 80 years old before he let me interview him. I mean, they're never self-promoters, but you got to be a self-promoter. There's 205,000 dentists in this country, and they would rather, they trust dentists more. When we survey them and we tell them about a product, they say 9% trust a dental company, and it's like 94% trust a dental peer.
Okay.
And you're one of them. You're a real dentist. You should be your number one spokesman, and they'll trust you.
Okay, happy to do that and present to whoever you may.
Yeah, because obviously you wouldn't have
suggest.
created this product unless you didn't
No.
see a real need for it.
No, absolutely. I mean, we can support it all with trials, surveys, endorsements, great videos on our website. So we do everything we need to market the product.
So
we don't
you already
sit
have
back.
a bunch of videos on your website.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, and what is that website?
aztecinnovations.co.uk. You'll find first-class videos
So it's
on our...
aztecinnovations.co.uk.
Yeah, it's not like your com, CO and UK, you know.
Okay. So, and what does Astek mean?
Well, again,
Where
it's
did you get
Alan
that name?
Siegel Technology.
Alan Siegel.
Siegel, that's...
Siegel Technology. Okay, Alan Siegel Technology. Okay, so tech, TEK for technologies. I like it. Alan. So it's so homies, go to www.astekinnovations.co.uk, and then you've already got a lot of product videos there.
Absolutely.
Are they all on YouTube?
Yeah.
So you could also go to Dental Town, and when you go to an area, like there's 50 different categories. So you could go to restorative dentistry, and when you make a post, inside the post, you can go to a YouTube video, and where you click share, and it has the link or embed, and you can copy and paste that embed, and throw that right. There's a little YouTube button there, and you throw that in the YouTube button, then your videos are posted there. And I think what's value about that is if you do that, then other dentists can discuss that video. Because the whole deal with Dental Town was that with dentaltown.com, no dentist would ever have to practice solo again. So the disadvantage on your website would be someone might be watching the video but have a question. But if you drop that in the community,
Yeah.
then someone could sit there and she could say, well, why is he using blue and why not red? Or why this, not that? And then they can start talking about it. And like I said, they have a really high trust factor if the founder is a dentist.
Well, that's good.
Because you wouldn't have started that. So I know what the first question they're asking. The first question they're thinking probably doesn't have anything to do with your company. When you're sitting over here in America, I graduated in '87. A lot of us have heard that when we got to school in '87 that there were like all the dentists in the '80s practiced in England for the National Health Service, and now we hear that maybe 25 or a third of them over
private.
the years have dropped out and gone
Yeah.
private. And a lot of people say that the dental delivery system in England has probably changed more than in any other country around. Can you talk about that? I mean, so what year did you get out of dental school?
74.
So in '74, how many dentists work for the percent?
Most of them, 90%.
And then what would you say it is in 2015?
I think you're right, 20-25% of dentistry. Now, it doesn't mean dentists are completely private. Quite a number of them choose to select certain treatments or amount of time for private. National health is quite an interesting concept. People were originally given free dental treatment. It's probably still the best value in the world. Highly trained dentists from good academic universities. And performing pretty good dentistry. If you want something better and it's available, private dentistry can provide it. So it's a good two-tier system.
And do you think it'll stay at about this level, 75% all NHS, 25% kind of two-tier?
Depends what the government do with the NHS. If they continue to fund it and encourage National Health Service, which they do in hospitals as well. I mean, it's a big problem because the cost of running an efficient health service is really expensive, and then I know they're looking at different models, but the answer is yes, I think it will stay about the same.
Yeah, and I think America's moving toward a single-payer system. I mean, I think it'll take another 10 or 20 years to get there, but I think Obamacare was just another step towards that goal.
Yeah.
Do you agree that America will someday...
I can't imagine what America can do. So it's so difficult. You know, it's hard enough to understand your own country, but the politics and funding... it seems quite expensive to get healthcare here and deliver it free.
Yeah.
I found something in my pocket.
What did you... now, this is your disposable matrix system?
Yeah, that's right.
So show them that.
Okay. So this is equivalent to what we call the Sequel band or the Toffelmeier. It has a body. If you turn this very simply, it makes the band larger or smaller. There's a little device over here.
And this whole setup's disposable. This is a single use.
Yeah, single use.
And how much would a single use something like that cost?
Just over $1, I think.
$1.
And if you click this down over here, what it does, it deflects the band. So as you tighten it, it tightens the band against the cephical margin. So it tightens it against the box. But the thing is, it's circumferential, so you can do large and small fillings, cusp replacements. and we've been extremely successful with it.
That is very interesting and solves a huge problem. So you have a lot of YouTube videos. Are they YouTube videos of your dad doing?
No, we've
explaining
used
this?
someone independent with an American accent, I might say, as well.
Oh, you use a dentist?
Yeah. No, someone who's pretty good at delivering videos. Technically excellent. We've briefed
so they're
him.
technical videos. They're
Yes.
not of a live dentist on a live patient.
Not on a patient.
Yeah.
We use models.
Huh? Yeah. Because I'd like to look at all them. Maybe they
With
can all
pleasure.
be rolled into one
Yeah.
course. But I think the Americans would love you. I mean, you're a real dentist.
I've had my moments.
You've had your moments. I think they would really find you charming, and they would probably want to hear it from the horse's mouth instead of anyone else.
Some horse, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you should show them. You should go through each one of your products and tell them what problem.
I usually have a load of watches at my arm here, but the equivalent of that is here's another product for you. This is the this is a heat moldable impression tray. So we've got very good morphology. There's many impression trays out there. So normally I wouldn't go for an impression tray unless we had something special, something leapfrogging. So we've got great morphology to get sulcus. Very good retention in these grooves, 2 finger rests to equilibrate the pressure. We've got a central hold over here if we want to muscle trim all the way around. This is away from the lip so we can muscle trim. Quite often the handles are in the way. Finger rest over here. But if I put this in your coffee, it will allow me to heat mold the product.
Even as low temperatures as coffee?
No, well, I think that's a bit cold now. I wouldn't
That's a
drink
bit
that.
cold.
Too cold.
But hot coffee?
75 degrees. So that's well below
75
boiling
degrees
point.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Okay.
One of those.
We don't know Celsius over here.
Okay, so I'll call it Celsius.
So 100 degrees Celsius is boiling, and 0 is freezing. So 75
Somewhere in
would be
between.
about 150 degrees.
Yeah. So you put it in,
Fahrenheit.
you can heat mold large tuberosity, procline incisors, even cleft palates, narrow ridges. We do a dentate and edentulous. And the caliber of impression you can get from this is far better.
So that
Just feel the strength of it.
That is a heck of a neat product. So this is called what?
The Pro Matrix
The Pro Matrix, and this is called
Transform Impression Tray. And we just won Best Product of
Transform
Impression Tray.
Impression Tray.
And we just won an award for that product just 2 weeks ago. Best Product Launch in the UK. Thank you.
Congratulations. And what else? I saw other products in your sleeve.
I don't think I've got anything in the pocket which is
these
relevant
these
to
are
you.
two duplicates, just different colors.
Yeah. Well, one is for molar and is 6 millimeters wide, and the other's for premolar and children.
Okay, so the green is for children and
premolars,
premolars.
and this is for molars.
What else is up your sleeve?
Lots of new inventions. We've got a very aggressive product development program. We've got exciting products coming through. And I'm enjoying it. I love it. I've got great passion. I say it's like composing music and people wanting to play.
So what is that like? So you kept your surgery and then the dentist there, or?
I had a group of surgeries when I was active, and a commercial dental laboratory as well. So I've always been commercially minded, interested in expanding my visions. But I felt the best place for me to be creative was not to have a lot of dental practices, but in fact devote myself to products.
Well, if it makes dentists do their dentistry faster, easier, higher quality, and lower cost,
I'm overjoyed.
Man.
I'm overjoyed with that. If I can make a contribution to technique and see the endorsements and academic papers that have been written on my products, even theses have been performed on one of my products, so that's really good.
Well, I'm excited about your daughter's mission to make him a household name in the United States. I think that would be, and I think that's a very neat thing of the internet. I mean, when we started Dentaltown in 1998, it was like every country had their own separate dental magazine, their own separate tribe, their own separate cultures, customs. And I think the internet, if it's done anything, it's destroyed nationalism. And now dentists in America are just likely to listen to dentists from Australia, New Zealand. No one cares in dentistry what country you're from, and it's really shrinking the 2 million dentists on Earth into one website, and we got 205,000 of them on Dentaltown. Have you downloaded the app yet?
Yes, yeah. The app, no, but we're receiving information
you
from
got to get your daddy on that.
But it's very exciting doing the products. We're all over the world. We're exhibiting in Dubai. We've been to Chicago. We're going to Cologne. So those people who say dentistry is confined, restricted, the border with the profession, there's so much you can do.
Well, you need to start. So I just searched Astek, 4 million posts. So you need to start posting away on there. Download the app and.
We're doing it. We're starting today.
Yeah, and also you might also, if you're listening to this podcast, you might want to find a couple product champions over here. And Howard Goldstein and I could help you. You know, dentists who like
Be delighted, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of dentists out there who are known in America for liking to try new stuff. Who are real prolific in posting videos, cases, things like that.
We put a lot into our company. We've now got quality control of a high level. We're compliant to CE certification, FDA approval. It takes a lot of time to get all that. We've got an infrastructure now to develop products. We've got highly trained, skillful, innovative engineers. We manufacture in Taiwan, China, in UK. So we can also handle other people's products. Up to now, it's all been mine. But I'd like to give other dentists a chance to bring us ideas.
We know there's a lot of dentists who have invented their own products and don't know really what to do. That's something you should really...
We get calls all the time, and quite often they've spent a lot of money on patents and prototypes, and unfortunately they're not being commercially minded enough to pick out a good, viable proposition. It's very important to guide these guys and give them a chance.
So if one of these dentists listening has a product, how do they contact you?
Please contact us. And
but how would they contact
just email us. Just let us know they've got an idea. They can.
But what email?
AJS or info at...
So this one?
Yeah, AJS.
That's the one.
So AJS, so what's the J, that J's your middle name?
Yeah. Do you want to
Alan
know?
what?
Julian?
Julian?
Yeah.
Like, when there a Caesar named Julian?
Yeah, it's like Julius, yeah. It's something similar.
So AJS at aztecinnovations.co.uk.
And we also know how to say no. I mean, if it's a product we can't handle or can't cope with, we tell them as it is.
Yeah. Have you seen that television show in America called Shark Tank?
No.
It's a pretty neat show where someone will pitch an idea and then investors will just say, yeah, I like
It's like
it.
a Dragon's Den,
invest
yeah.
money, or no, they'll shoot down. But
I've been judged on panels for new ideas, new medical products as well.
yeah. Well, Alan, you've had a very distinguished career. You should be very proud, and welcome to America.
Thank you, thank you.
And I hope your daughter's American invasion party works very well.
We're very pleased with
And
the progress she's making.
I hope all the dentists, they probably want to see you on Dental Town, showing how your products work.
Be delighted to. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
And hopefully next time I'll see you, it'll be in London.
At Manchester, where you can watch Manchester United Football Club.
When I lectured at the Royal College of Dentists, I took my son Greg. I have 4 boys. They're 26, 24. He's my 22-year-old, and then the 20-year-old. I took the one older than Ryan, and Greg thinks it was his most fun vacation he ever went. And
oh, great!
I got to tell you the funniest story about our experience with London, from a American point of view. We walked out of our hotel, and we saw the big London Eye, which is a Ferris wheel that's just huge. And we thought, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, we just woke up and we thought, yeah, let's just walk over to that. So we started walking, and it was so exciting, all the streets, restaurants, we were stopping all these places. We left at 9 o'clock in the morning. We didn't make it there till like 9 p.m. It was like a 12. We thought it was just up the street a mile or so, but it was the perception was wrong. And basically we walked towards it all day, finally rode it, then took a cab back. But I mean, we were just exhausted. I mean, we must have walked 15 miles to get to that London Eye. It's so huge.
It's an exciting city. It's
it's
great.
The next block over. But yeah, what a great city. I mean, that's got to be the coolest city. And this city.
Yeah.
That's probably my 2 favorite cities on earth. I mean, I've lectured to dentists in 50 countries, and I still think the 2 coolest cities are Manhattan and London.
Great.
Cool.
But, okay, buddy.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for the
stopping
opportunity.
by
Thank
the Dental
you.
Town booth. Very nice meeting you.
Thank you so much. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good luck on your American invasion.